If the mother is healthy and the baby is healthy, do you support abortion up to the moment of birth?
So I think that's a really hard question to answer because.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a highly charged and emotional topic that has been making headlines across the nation. Recently, Senator Kennedy gave a graphic and intense description of a dilation and evacuation abortion procedure at 21 weeks. He highlighted the potential for fetal pain and detailed the process involved. Kennedy challenged the panelists on the ethics of the procedure. He described in detail how the procedure involves dilating the cervix and then dismembering the fetus, often starting with the limbs and ending with the head. His language was stark and intended to make a powerful point about the realities of this type of abortion. This is a conversation that many find difficult to have, but it's important to discuss all sides of these critical issues.
Professor Myers, you are here at the invitation of my Democratic colleagues, is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. In his opening statement, my good friend Senator Whitehouse said, I want to quote, "Reproductive justice is economic justice," close quote. Do you agree with that?
I might, as an economist, use the word rights, but yeah, I do agree with that.
Okay. That's not true for the baby, is it?
Well, first of all, I would refer to a fetus, not a
Yeah,
baby.
but a fetus. I refer to it as a baby. That's not true for the baby, is it?
The evidence that I presented to you, Senator Kennedy, was evidence about measurable effects on the lives of women, families,
Right, I
and
got
children
that
who were
part, but that's
born.
not true for the baby, is it?
I'm sorry, I don't really understand.
Well, it's
the
not
question.
true. Let me be clear.
Let me
I'm
back
sorry.
up. As an economist, I measure effects using data. I'm not here to talk about ethics, assignment of personhood. That's not my
Well, but you
role.
said you agreed with the chairman's statement that reproductive justice is economic justice. There is no economic justice for the baby because the baby's dead, right?
I wouldn't refer. I don't really know how to answer your question. I would refer to
was
a
the baby
fetus.
dead or alive?
We're referring to a fetus.
Okay, is the fetus dead or alive after an abortion?
The fetus would be dead after an
Okay,
abortion.
all right. If the mother is healthy and the baby is healthy, do you support abortion up to the moment of birth?
So I think that's a really hard question to answer because that just doesn't happen. You're asking me about something that simply doesn't happen.
Well, it's legal.
I will tell you
It's legal in Vermont, New Jersey, Oregon, Colorado, New Mexico, Alaska, and the District of Columbia, and the Loon wing of the Democratic Party supports abortion up to the moment of birth. So, do you support that or oppose it?
I don't think. Let me say, I'm here to talk about the economics of abortion.
No, you're here as an expert.
And
I
I think you're asking me a question as a person, which I'll answer as a person.
Okay, tell me as a person.
I will tell you as a person that I have ambivalence about abortion. I will tell you as a person, I haven't personally had an abortion. And I will also tell you as a person looking at the evidence around me and understanding how complex the decisions are that people face.
Okay.
I'm just simply uncomfortable
I got to move on,
thinking that there's a
Professor, 'cause I don't
simple
think
answer
you're
that
going to
applies
answer
to
my
everyone.
question.
I trust women and their healthcare providers.
It's real simple. You either support abortion for a healthy mother and baby up to the moment of birth or you don't. And I don't think it's a difficult question. How about
And as the exchange progressed, Kennedy's line of questioning took a decidedly pointed turn. The room grew tense as he began to zero in on the specific language used to describe pregnancy, a topic that often serves as a flashpoint in the broader debate over abortion rights. He started to hone in on the language used to describe pregnancy. His focus was sharp, his words carefully chosen to highlight the emotional weight carried by different terms. Specifically, he kept referring to the baby, while Myers consistently used the term fetus. This choice of words was not accidental. It was a deliberate strategy to frame the debate in a way that would resonate with their respective audiences. This seemingly small difference in terminology was, in fact, a chasm of ideological difference. The words we choose can shape our perceptions and influence our emotions, and in this debate they were wielded like weapons. For Kennedy and those who share his anti-abortion views, the word baby evokes a powerful emotional response. It taps into deep-seated instincts to protect and nurture, making the issue of abortion not just a legal or medical matter, but a profoundly personal one. It conjures up images of a helpless infant deserving of protection. The term baby brings to mind the innocence and vulnerability of a newborn, stirring feelings of compassion and a desire to safeguard life. On the other hand, the term fetus, often used in medical contexts, is seen as more clinical, less emotionally charged. It is a term that distances the subject from the emotional realm, placing it squarely within the scientific and medical discourse. By repeatedly using the word baby, Kennedy was deliberately trying to personalize the issue, to make it more difficult for people to separate the emotional aspect from the legal and medical realities of abortion. His aim was to frame the debate in a way that would make it harder for his opponents to argue their case without appearing cold or unfeeling. Myers, on the other hand, used the term fetus to emphasize the medical and scientific aspects of the discussion. By doing so, he aimed to keep the debate grounded in facts and clinical realities, rather than letting it be swayed by emotional appeals. This linguistic battle is not just about semantics. It reflects deeper ideological divides. The words baby and fetus are loaded with connotations that go beyond their dictionary definitions, encapsulating the values and beliefs of those who use them. For many, the term baby invokes a sense of immediate connection and empathy, making the idea of terminating a pregnancy feel more like a moral dilemma than a medical decision. It humanizes the unborn, making the stakes of the debate feel more urgent and personal. Conversely, the term fetus allows for a more detached clinical perspective. It frames the discussion in terms of developmental stages and medical procedures, which can make the issue seem more manageable and less fraught with emotional complexity. In the end, the choice of words in this debate is a powerful tool. It shapes not only the conversation, but also the perceptions and emotions of those involved. Whether one says baby or fetus, the impact of these words reverberates far beyond the confines of the debate, influencing public opinion and policy in profound ways. As the debate continues, the language used will remain a crucial battleground. Each term carries with it a weight of meaning and emotion, reflecting the deeply held beliefs and values of those who use them. In this battle of language and life, every word counts.